Hi everyone, this is Billy's 3018A for Life here at the ROH Best in the World 2012 review. The show kicked off with the Guardians of Truth versus the Briscoe brothers. A solid match. I like, because the Guardians of Truth had match, so I liked that during the tail of the tape that they had all question marks for the Guardian of Truth. That was pretty cool. The Briscoes went over. After the match, the Guardians of Truth attacked the Briscoes. So it looks like the beginning of a new feud for the Briscoes. A feud that does for the Briscoes, for the aren't facing, besides just facing the world's greatest tag team. Wow. But yeah, I enjoyed this match. A solid opener. A way to get the crowd heated up, and just a solid tag team opener. Next match was Homicide versus Eddie Edwards. This again, another solid match. Homicide won. The only problem I had with this, it looked like they were trying to build up Eddie Edwards back up for another shot at the world title. And we assume that sometime down the line that he's going to end up feuding with Steen for the world title. So, to me, and I'm no Eddie Edwards fan. I don't really like Eddie Edwards. No offense to anyone who likes him, but he's just not my cup of tea. To me, he's just very one-dimensional. He was, and I am a fan of Homicide. I like him a lot more than Eddie Edwards. Because he actually has charisma, and he actually is good on the mic. He's basically a better version of Eddie Edwards because he can go in the ring too, and he's just not so bland and generic either. And even though I liked seeing Homicide get the win here, I would have liked to see. I think Eddie Edwards should have won this match, so he would be a viable contender for Kevin Steen. Because really, the only logical because really Eddie Edwards is one of the logical persons to feud with Kevin Steen down the road. And I think he needed this win here more than Homicide, but a good match either way. So next up we had a hybrid fighting rules match between Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole. I wasn't really excited about this match going in. I don't really like Adam Cole or Kyle O'Reilly because they're both a lot alike. They're both very bland. They're both very one-dimensional. They're both very bad on the mic, especially Kyle O'Reilly. He just puts no emotion for his promos. He's very robotic and very emotionless. In fact, I call this Star Wars Stormtrooper head, the Kyle O'Reilly head, because this has more charisma than Kyle O'Reilly, in my opinion. So you gotta get a good look at it. Got this at Disney World. It's like a piggy bank. And it has more charisma than Kyle O'Reilly. But with this being said, I didn't really. This match was okay, I guess. The first half of the match was very slow. It started off very slow. It's just But then, halfway through the match, it started to pick up because of one reason, and that was because Adam Cole got his teeth knocked out, and he was just bleeding all over. And to me, that's when the match actually started to pick up, because the fans actually started to get more behind Adam Cole and the match. And the reason I wasn't really excited about this match, besides the fact that Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly are both very boring. And to me, it was a mistake for them to have them break up. I think they should have just kept them as a tag team. As singles wrestlers, they're just lower mid-carders at best, if you ask me. But another reason I wasn't into this match, because you can get disqualified because of all kinds of shit. Poking in the eye. Grabbing the tights, so the heel can't really generate any heel heat because he won't be doing, because he can't, do traditional heel tactics. So I wasn't excited for this match, but once Adam Cole, once his teeth got knocked out, and once he started to bleed all over the place, not only did it get the fans more behind Adam Cole, but it got a ton of heat on Kyle O'Reilly. And so Adam Cole getting his teeth knocked out was a blessing in disguise. I'm sure he'll be wearing a mouthpiece for now on to protect whatever teeth he'll have left, because if you've seen it, it looked like he knocked out quite a few teeth, and it looked pretty bad. I thought they were going to stop it for a few seconds, but again, it was okay. But this match I won't remember this match 3 or 4 months down the road from now, and it's not. When I look at this pay-per-view, it's not anything I'll be going back to this pay-per-view. I'll have to go back to this pay-per-view and see again type of match. Unlike the main event, which I'll talk about later. But anyway, the next match was the match right before the intermission was Michael Elgin and Fit Finlay, and this match was just so fucking horrible. And my god, it started out so slow, and it was so slow throughout the whole match. And to me, when it actually started to pick up and actually start to get good, that's when the match ended. And Finlay hit a tombstone pile driver. Apparently the ref forgot that a pile driver is disqualification. They acknowledged it later in the show, and they said they fined the referee like $2,000 or some bullshit like that. But that was in itself was a huge botch, to me, because how could you forget such a major part of the current storyline like that? And to me, that also took away from the match. And once it started to get good, it seems like that's when it ended. I hope these two don't ever touch again. This match wasn't anywhere near as well delivered or well put together than the Fit Finlay and Roderick Strong match at Boiler Wars, which was a match that I thought was pretty good. But yeah, And I'm no fan of Roderick Strong. I think he's like Kyle O'Reilly and Davey Richards in the sense that he's very one-dimensional and he's very boring on the mic. He has no charisma. And I am a fan of Michael Elgin. I think he has a shitload of potential. And, yeah, if they ever break up that House of Truth faction, I think he should be the one to go on his own, because I think he has potential to be a major player for ROH. And let's face it, Roderick Strong needs a good mouthpiece in, like, Truth Montini. In fact, I wish ROH would have Montini talk for Roderick Strong a lot more often, because he's just horrible on the mic. Yeah, but his match with Finlay at Border Wars was so much better than this abortion, this piece of shit match between Finlay and Michael Logan. My God, I hope they never have these two touch ever again, because this was just shit. Like, okay, pure and utter shit. But yeah, after that intermission, we got a Prodigy service announcement. I'm a fan of the Prodigy, Mike Bennett. I think he's another guy that has a lot of potential for ROH, and again could also be a big time player for ROH, because he has a shitload of charisma. He's fantastic on the mic. And he was just, bashing the hell out of the New York crowd, and out came Mike Mondo. Well, it looks like they're gonna have Mike Mondo turn face, apparently. But, he said, New York's my hometown, and this was my first match here. I'm a fan of Mike Mondo also. I think at the very least, he has the potential to be a very good television champion. And, it was funny when he said, "Oh, I'm gonna piss on Boston." That was hilarious. And I also liked when he said, "After I kick your ass, Mike Bennett, I'm gonna fuck your ass to Maria," and that was I like that too. That was also, classic Mike Mondo. But this led to a fight between Mondo and Bennett, and which led to it being a match because the ref came out and Mike Mondo ended up winning. So I like this segment because it set up a feud between two guys I'm very much a fan of. These guys are phenomenal workers on the mic. Mike Bennett might not be the best in the ring, but he's amazing on the mic. So much better than these guys like Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole and Roderick Strong. These guys who have no charisma, couldn't cut a good promo to save their lives. And that Mike Mondo's the same way. The only problem I have with this, why do they have to turn this into a match, and why do they have to have Mondo win? Why not just have Mike Mondo beat the shit out of Mike Bennett and boot Bob Evans, and then have security pull them apart, and then which would set up a match for them at Death Before Dishonor between the two, where Mike Bennett would win. But other than that, I enjoyed this segment / match, whatever you want to call it. But next up was the Triple Threat Elimination Triple Threat match between Tommaso Ciampa, Roderick Strong, and Jay Lethal. this match was very good. It's a solid triple threat match. I like that they had Jay Lethal and Tommaso Ciampa just sprawling, you know, because they just got right out of a feud, so it makes sense that they would want to fight with each other. You know, that was good storytelling. The finish comes when Jay Lethal is chasing not Princess Mia, but Prince Nana, and he accidentally, the reason I say it like that is because the storyline where the House of Truth and the Embassy Eliminated might be working together, but he ran on Tommaso Ciampa setting up Roderick Strong for Project Ciampa, but Prince Nana was again accidentally when he was running from Jay Lethal, he ran into Tommaso Ciampa's leg while he was setting up Strong for the Project Ciampa and knocked him down, which allowed Roderick Strong to get the pin. And then when Jay Lethal was setting up Roderick Strong for the lethal injection, the Truth Montini hit him with the Book of Truth, which allowed Roderick Strong to hit his finisher and get the win. You know, I enjoy this match, and you know, it's setting up probably a match for the TV title, Roderick Strong versus Jay Lethal, Death Before Dishonor. So I like this match a lot. You know, some nice high spots, and you know, very fast paced. You know, really good from top to bottom. A really solid match, and not much to complain about here. But next up was the second to last match, and that was the match for the World Tag Team titles between the All Night Express and Wrestling's Greatest Tag Team. This was a good match, but I have two complaints. One, it lasted way too long. Okay, I can understand having, unlike WWE, where it seems like where they only have 5-minute tag team matches, and it seems like they don't give a shit about their tag team division, actually having a long, dragged out match for the tag team titles, especially if it's right before the main event. But come on, this lasted almost as long, or it might have lasted just as long as the main event, and it just dragged on way too long. And my second complaint is, why did All Night Express have to win here? Why not have oh, excuse me, but why not have the Wrestling's Greatest Tag Team get a heel win here, and then which would set up maybe a cage match or a ladder match between Wrestling's Greatest Tag Team and or a Fight Without Honor or something like that, in the All Night Express, and then have All Night Express get the win. Wrestling's Greatest Tag Team just won the titles at last month at Border Wars. Why not have them hold on to the titles and then later to have them drop the titles to All Night Express? But why not make the fans wait for a little while, and when they really want it, give it to them. But again, a good match. So I'm not gonna complain much about this match. Just went on way too long, and Wrestling's Greatest Tag Team should have got a heel win here, and then have All Night Express win the belts later on down the road. But next up was the World Championship match, the Davey Richards versus Kevin Steen 2. This match was fan-fucking-tastic. Okay, if you thought their match at Border Wars was good, this makes that match look like shit. I mean, it really does. I thought there's no way anything could be better than Undertaker, Triple H, Hell in a Cell, WrestleMania. I thought that for sure that was going to be the main event, the match of the year of 2012. But ROH proved me wrong with this match. This match was just so fucking awesome. Some nice spots, everything was just, this match just flowed so well. All the spots, Jim Cornette out there cheering on Davey Richards, that was hilarious. Kevin, Steve Corino's commentary was also fantastic. This match, they set up, again, they just set up all the spots so well. And, and the way this match even ended was fantastic. They had Jimmy Jacobs coming with a pick, and he's gonna hit Richards, but Richards threw down on Jimmy Jacobs and grabbed the pick, but before that, Jimmy Jacobs gave Steen another pick, and he was able to hit Davey with it, and then hit the package pile driver and get the win. And yeah, this match was just so fantastic. Refs were getting taken out with a package pile driver. Bobby Cruz was taken out with a super kick by Davey Richards, by Kevin Steen. And another referee was taken out by Davey Richards. Steve Corino low blowed Jim Cornette. Had a bit of a brain fart there, but anyway, and the promo that Kevin Steen cut after was fantastic too. He just completely ripped on all the fans and saying they're all hypocrites, because when he was kicked out of ROH, they were all cheering and dancing, and but the moment he came back, they were all cheering him, and for all this whole time he was ripping on them, and they were still cheering him, and he said, you're like you're like a woman. No matter how many times your husband beats you, you still say you love him, and just fantastic. Just a fantastic promo as always by Kevin Steen. Kevin Steen rocked the world. But yeah, this match was just match of the year. Definitely. I'm sure a lot of ROH bots always seem to say that for every main event match at ROH pay-per-view, but this match really was, just flown together so well. Some nice storytelling, some nice spots, some nice hardcore use of the weapons, just fantastic stuff. And yeah, I guess that does it for my review. Final final thoughts on the show, I'm gonna give it. You know what? Before I was gonna give it a B minus, a B, because of this. Because this pay-per-view I thought was good. And I'm saying before the Kevin Steen and Davey Richards match, but up until that point, the pay-per-view was good, but nothing so good that I don't think I'll ever want to look back and go back to. You know, nothing else on the show that I'll remember years from now, but that Kevin Steen and Davey Richards match too. That match is a match I'll never forget. You know, just a really good match. And best match of the year by far. And well done, ROH, for putting on that good match, such a good match. And I'm gonna give this pay-per-view. I'm gonna give this an A minus. Not quite an A or A plus, because again, there is nothing else really special about this pay-per-view except for the main event. And that Michael Elgin and Fit Finlay match was shit. Easily one of the best matches in 2000, one of the worst matches. Allow me to correct myself there. But easily one of the worst matches of 2012. That Fit Finlay and Unbreakable Michael Elgin match, just horrible. But yeah, I'm gonna give this an A minus. If you stuck through me for this video that was actually really long, you know, good for you. Giving you the old thumbs up here, even though you really can't see it. There you go. But so give me the old thumbs up in return. Subscribe up above. Like this, comment down below. And I will see you guys later.